like a guitar. Had to keep my distance, you ain't getting far. Nigga wants to smoke, let's go to war. Clean you up, I do the chores. Too much drip, someone gotta clean the floor. Still in the streets, fuck the law. Fuck the trunk, rather keep it in the car. If my dog cross me, we cutting off his paw. Too much drip in the place, so we gotta clean the floor.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Georgia Tech Dynasty. John Eads back with you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Coming off a nice win over Oklahoma on the road, 26-15. Maybe scoregami there for college football. Might have to check on that. Ugly game. We were down 15-0. Shut out Oklahoma in the second half. And defense balled out. Roman McCutcheon with the game-sealing pick six. Where have you heard that before? Oh, yeah. Last year against Ole Miss. Guy does it again. And we're 2-0. We already got 2 ranked wins. Rolling on to week 3. And I believe the start of SEC play. Just 2 non-conference games this year. So, today we got recruiting. It's really the first chance we're having to do kind of recruiting. We set up the board. We got 2 instant commits last episode. Check it out if you missed it. Now we can get a better feel of, who actually kind of is interested in us, who's not, and move from there. So I'm excited for this episode. We'll do that. We'll do Drip of the Day, which is kind of the spotlight player of the week for us. If you have suggestions for next week or a person I've missed, drop them in the comment section. I'll look. I'll go with your suggestions. You just got to leave one, and that would be great. So we'll take care of all that. Should be a great episode. Again, like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Let's go. As I mentioned, 2 instant commits here. The first one was Michael Hughes, a 4-star guard from Nevada. He committed instantly. And then John Williams, a 4-star athlete, in-state guy from Georgia, who can play a couple different positions. He's got speed, he's got acceleration, he's got a good agility, good coverage. So he could play corner, could also play receiver, and could also play running back. So a very talented player that we could find a use for in a lot of different areas. Everybody scouted. Now we go through and look at point distribution. So our top prospect has us in the lead, Jeremy Henry. We have points back for some reason, so we'll use those. John Ferguson is liking us as well, the 5-star athlete who is supremely talented, could play quarterback, or actually, this is a different guy. Could play defense, could play a little bit of offense, great speed. I think there's a different athlete that has a bit of a dual threat aspect. Quentin McMillan, 4-star corner, not liking us too much, so we're going to have to turn up the heat there. Early deficit to Vanderbilt. He's the number 1 corner. James Williams, we're in second. We'll bump up a little bit. We already have a guard committed, like we just went over, so we don't really need him. Same with McMillan here. We'll give him some more points. Offensive line class is very deep, so as long as we're in the running for 1 or 2 of these guys, good with me. James Nugent is our quarterback for this cycle, and he's a stud. Dual threat guy, a player we don't have on the roster right now. Definitely a guy we need, so I'll bump him up to 700 for sure. Landon Smith, super talented receiver with excellent athleticism. We're in second going against Georgia, so we'll bump him up. Same with George Cook here. Any lineman that has us in first early, we're liking. John Gray's got us in first, this great strong safety. He's our top strong safety prospect, so he's getting up to 500. Corey Bracken, same deal at linebacker, but he likes Wisconsin. That's classic Wisconsin to be after an underrated but talented linebacker. Joseph Scott, he's a bigger guy that could play tight end. Maybe running back. He's like 6'0", 234, so we'll figure it out. But we're not going all in on him because he's a little bit limited in what he could be, tight end, running back, you know what I'm saying? Joe Johnson, not looking too good on that one. We are looking good on David Alexander, and he's our number 1 recruit at D-tackle. So we're actually going to give him the full 700 because he deserves that. There you go. These guys I don't really care about, but we're hanging in. I do want Tavarius Williamson because he's got a sick name, but we don't have any points to give him right now. So that's how we're looking. Gave out a few more points. We actually got 10 left, so let's actually put him on Tavarius because, again, it's all about the name, right? So looking good right now. We're in first for a few guys. Other guys is kind of early, too early to tell. So I'm liking how the board's looking. Again, for team needs, offensive line, we needed a center. I think we already have one in that guard. He could just play center. And then corner and free safety. I don't really think free safety is that much of a need because we brought a great one in last year and the year before. But that's probably something we'll pursue towards the end of the cycle because it's not that big of a deal for us. What I'm trying to do is just continue to add talent and sprinkle it at different positions and get better on the lines, as well as lock down our QB of the future here, James Nugent. So loving how the board's looking. Quick recruiting update. We really didn't have that much to do, but we're just going to have to let this process kind of play out a little bit and go from there. All right, great sign here. We're actually into a bye week, so we're going to have some extra recruiting for you guys this week. Jeremy Henry, our top prospect, 81 overall offensive lineman, is ready to visit very early. Huge. Let's get him on campus, lock him up, get him off the table, committed to our team. All right, here's Henry, one of the best prospects I've ever seen. He's 6'6", 307. He's also from Atlanta. That's as homegrown as it gets. +8 gem prospect. I mean, this guy's unreal. Great offers. So let's get him in for Tennessee, get a top 10 win, get some revenge, and have a great visit for my guy, and then be done with it. Elsewhere, pulling away on John Ferguson. Is there a deal breaker playing style? What's wrong with our playing style, brother? Whatever. 90 speed, 92 excel. Great coverage, 87 man, 85 zone. Not much of a tackler, so definitely a cornerback prospect, but good catching, good route running. Mentioned the speed, mentioned the agility. So he's looking like a receiver, corner type guy. So again, skill position talent. Gotta love it. McMillan, we added points. We're still trending in the wrong direction here, but we'll try to get him in for a visit and go from there. Not really sure why he's hating us so much. I mean, our defense ain't that bad, right? James Williams, still in second. Clemson with a comfortable lead. McMillan, same deal. Nugent in the lead. I think we were in the lead already. We were. And starting to pull away from Memphis. Let's continue to do so. Yep, they dropped down 200 points. They just can't keep up with us. Neither can anybody else on that list. In-state guy. Come be the next great. You know what I'm saying? Landon Smith, still in second. Cook still in, third and beyond there. John Gray, we're pulling away. This looks like our guy to lose at this point from New Jersey. Offer from VTech, so he'll probably visit pretty soon. We pass up Arizona State here. We're now in second for Bracken. Scott, we're in the lead for. He's liking us. Johnson's loving UTEP there, former Dynasty team. David Alexander didn't increase as much as I thought we would, probably because South Carolina's also got a lot of points on him. Russell Franklin, dang, he's probably going to commit to Kentucky pretty darn soon here. Let's see, Tavarius. All right, up to third for Tavarius Williams. And God, I got to have that guy for the name. Brigham Edmonds, not a bad name either. These guys all down here, I don't really care. We'll come back and recruit if we need to, if we have a spot to fill, or if we miss out on our top prospects. So there you go. There's a quick run through. Again, not much has happened. Expect in the next week or two for the visits to pick up, the commits to pick up, and for more recruiting to happen after. All right, just giving you an update. We're back into the top 10 at number 8. We jump up 4 spots from number 12. Other SEC teams, I should say, in the top 25. Florida's number 1. I believe we'll play them later on in the season. Our former Dynasty team is number 3. Defending national champs, Army, number 2. And we got Tennessee, who we play next, at number 7. A&M at 9. So SEC's loaded, as it is every year. Even Vanderbilt's in the top 15. But we're back into the top 10. Now let's stay there. All right, this is why I looked. How about Josh Tucker in the Heisman discussion, as he should be? Didn't put up huge numbers last week, but he made a difference in the game beyond what the stats will tell you. So he had a massive performance in his first game against Notre Dame, 143 yards on the ground, game-winning touchdown reception, and look at his stats. I mean, he's a redshirt senior. He'd never played a game before this year. And 2 games in, he's looked really darn impressive. So if he keeps playing the way he is, he'll be on this list all year long. You might even win this whole award. All right, time for drip of the day. We're going to do 2 because we had the bye week. First one's going to Josh Walker, true freshman, 5-star recruit. Went off last game. He had a sack, a couple tackles, extra TFL. Dude played great. We need that from our D-line. So he's going to get some stock. Let's go. All right, second one's going to Garrett Hall, the JUCO linebacker transfer. He played super well at Mike linebacker there, and he had some big tackles, some big pressures. Big reason why our defense pitched a shutout in that second half. So All right, bang, there you go. So we got 5 visits, and we'll cover those in the next recruiting episode because our next game is at LSU. So as I said, give it a little bit of time. As the season progresses, as the recruiting progresses, recruits will start coming in on visits. Then we'll continue to kind of fill out this class and give you guys intros to who these guys are and what they'll mean to our team. So McMillan, the #1 corner recruit, ready to come in. Landon Smith, one of the top wide receiver recruits, ready. John Gray, our #1 strong safety prospect. David Alexander, our #1 D tackle prospect. And then Brad Jenkins, an outside linebacker, ready to visit. And they'll come in during our first home game of the season against Tennessee, which should be after this trip to LSU. We start the season with 3 straight road games. So, all right, and that brings us to the end of the episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of recruiting at the bye week and then post Oklahoma. We're number 6 now, so continuing to move up in the top 10. Didn't even have to do anything either. And our next game is at LSU, 1-2 in Death Valley, right down the road from me actually, which should be a lot of fun. We beat LSU pretty easily last year. One of our easier wins. We didn't have many of them last year. So let's do it again. Move to 3-0. Continue to get hot here at the beginning of the season. Appreciate you guys watching. Like the video, sub to the channel. Hit the bell for the post notifications so you never miss a post. Sometimes I post early in the morning. Sometimes midday. It's easy to miss, so hit that. You won't miss it. Appreciate all the support. Let's keep running it up. Next episode at LSU. Check back for it. Go Jackets. Peace.